And welcome to the next cast by myself and Recoil. We jumped straight into this cast because we did not have much of a warning. There's only 4 players from White Rabbit Gaming jumping in right now, and 5 on XTC. So I'm not sure if they're just knifing to start things rolling, or if they're going to play 4 vs 5. I do know with the ECA rules is that you can't play 4 vs 5, so we'll just have to wait and see what's going on. But we thought we'll bring you the action right now. Recoil, do you want to welcome everybody?
Good day, good evening, wherever you're from, welcome. I'm Recoil, and this is some ESEA action. It's a BO1, which makes things exciting. Anyone can take it. I hope we have a 5th here from WRG, because, you know, it just makes the game that much more interesting. It's a little bit one-sided playing 4v5. But looks like we're going in. The match is live, and it's going to be a 4v5, WRG versus XTC. This would have been quite a close match if there was a 5th, but I suspect that because it's 4v5, it's not going to be that close.
Yeah, so we don't really know what happened over here. So obviously they've lost a player tonight, maybe due to some technical issues. We will ask the players and see what happens. But here we go. White Rabbit Gaming. This is the first round, 4 vs 5. Starting on CT side though, so that should hopefully... That's going to actually hinder them a little bit, because T's are going to have the advantage now when they rush a site. A lot of 1 stacks on B. But here we go. White Rabbit Gaming finding the first kill, second kill. Can they find the third? They can't though. T's replied, they get 2 kills themselves. And now 2 vs 2, so it could be worse. But there we go. Light, he finds the second headshot for this round. Now 1 vs 1, so not too bad with this 4 vs 5. Bomb needs to get recovered and get planted. We do have Mayek by himself, and here we go. He gets taken down. First round going to White Rabbit Gaming. So not too bad, they Recoil, considering.
Yeah, not too bad considering, you know, 4v5. They took the first round, good for them. They are going to have to play this a little bit differently. Generally, we see 2-1-2, the setup, or actually 3-1-1, depending on how the T's are playing. So for those of you who don't know, that's generally 2 people on the site, 1 person playing middle, or 3 people on one site, 1 person on the other, and 1 playing middle. Looks like we're going to have a quick B execute here, and Light with that M4 is going to get 2 quick kills onto Spaz and Crick, and there's the third going down. Almost. Yeah, there we go. Light making work with the M4, getting 4 for himself for that round. It's a little bit of a pity that 4 of the 5 kills went to an M4, not to one of the SMGs that were picked up specifically for the reason to farm money on these eco rounds for the terrorists.
Yeah, true, but like getting a 4K, that's going to do well for the mental game right now. But let's introduce the players. So, White Rabbit Gaming, we have Zeo, Maniac, Krems, and Light. Unfortunately, not a 5th player for them. Not sure what happened there. We'll try to get some info. But on XTC, we have Spaz, Mayek, Zin, Crick, and Viking. So, this should be interesting, Recoil. We haven't really casted a 4 vs 5 before. I've seen MVS go up against Flipside. Oh, Light. Light finds another 4K. Will he find the ace? Light, though, finds the ace. 4 with the M4, 1 magazine, and he finds a USB kill. They don't need 5 players. They have Light. This is going to be interesting, Recoil.
And there we go. Well, Casimir just joined. That's the 5th player we were waiting for on WRG. Now we have a game on our hands. And they had 4 players in those rounds. So now they have their 5th. He's a little bit shy on money because he hasn't been here to get the kills. But he's going to get that M4 thrown to him. And now we have the first bar. And most important round here for XTC. They're going to want to take this. There is a lot of utility to go around. Looks like we're going to see XTC here go towards the B side. Try and find some opening frags. Flashes, smokes do come in, and this looks to be the old WRG, the default that they hold 3 players on B side, 1 playing, and 3 players on B side, 2 playing in A, 1 connector, 1 rotating through mid. So Zeo, he's going to find first contact here, waiting for Spaz to peek from lows. Oh, he doesn't get the kill. Spaz gets the upper hand there. They're going to boost up into no room here. Spaz, he's going to need to find 1 more, and that puts XTC in the lead here quite early in the round.
Yeah, XTC getting that 1-man advantage, but we see what White Rabbit Gaming can do with 4 players, so this should be alright. And here we go, Spaz. He's in a perfect position to take the AWPer down. There we go, 1 player down. So that's 2 players down for White Rabbit Gaming. Definitely getting the advantage here. The T should push onto the side very shortly. There we go. Crick peaks at the right time. That is CSGO timing at its best. Takes down the CT player. And now bomb rotate should come in towards A. Still 2 left from WRG. And all right now, they need to play that economy game. There we go, one goes down. Casimir, though, he's in CT, and he stops the bomb plant. So this could get turned around. There we go. Maniac, he finds a nice headshot there onto Viking. So we have 2 versus 2. Things have changed, Recoil. This is not looking good now for the T's, as bomb still needs to get planted.
They have, and Spaz is on the long rotate here. Casimir is going to get caught out from behind if he's not careful. Spaz looking through that smoke. Casimir just peeks through in time. But now, he's going to get sandwiched on site. Maniac needs to come and help his teammate out. And looks like I'm DC'd. I don't know. Yeah, I'm DC'ing from the go to D.
Never mind. Spaz, though, he had the flank, but unfortunately Maniac read it well. He got the information there from his teammate, took him down, and another round for White Rabbit Gaming, 4-0. So they won 3 rounds with 4 versus 5. Light going nutty with a 4K and then an ace. And first buy round came out and goes into the advantage as well. So looking at the scoreboard currently, Light on 11 frags, doing all the work for his team so far. And on XTC, the top fragger, only 3. So that is in the hands of Spaz. They're going to have to do some work here if they try to get some rounds together. And it does look like another B play. Flash is going out, pistols in their hands. Will they be able to scrounge together, at least a bomb plant? Are you out completely, Rico?
Well, no. I'm just gotten back into the server now. So I'm back in here. And yeah, the bomb there, close to the B app side. It looks like XTC here. Casimir, he's going to need to do some work playing from Van. Get at least 1 or 2, otherwise he's going to get overwhelmed here. Smoke is down so that the safe entry on site is there. Casimir finds first contact, flashes are out. Here comes XTC onto site, gets the first. Can they get the second? Yes, they do. Only lose 1 player in the midst of that. Bomb will go down. 4v3 off one situation. That's 2 rifles in the hand of Maniac and Zin. Sorry, Mayak and Zin rather. Ooh, Light there with the AWP getting a kill. Can he find one more? This is now Grims. He's going to push onto site. His 2 teammates backing him up there. Crick with the CZ finds one. Grims trades out almost immediately. But that is Light on very low HP. There we go. He goes down. Viking on a 1v1. Very low, though, is Viking. And Grims here. Grims, rather, with the M4. He's got the advantage on the gun side of things. There we go. Sees the shoulder, and that will be 5th round here for White Rabbit Gaming.
That could have been dangerous because if Grims, he was looking towards the windows, right? If Viking peeked through the doorway, I don't think Grims would have seen him in his peripheral. So that could have been the first round towards them. But nonetheless, they got 4 kills down on a pistol safe. So not too bad. Just making sure they keep the economy in check. Another buy round coming out for them, and they do need to start stringing some rounds together. We do have an AWP in the hands of Zin, so let's see if he's going to get that mid-duel. And if he'll be able to find that pick. Here we go. He's going in, but he's got that AWP. He misses the shot, so Light survives to try and get another couple of frags as he's being nutty for his team. But Zin still got an AWP in hand. 5 apiece. Anything's possible. Viking, though, gets 2 frags towards Connector with the help of Mayak. And now things are changing up again.
Yeah, that's the 3v5 here now. XCC looking in quite a strong position to take this, but can't count out WRG yet. They did come back earlier from this exact same situation. Casimir, him and Grims here looking for the mid push, but they're not going to find anything as yet. We do have Mayak sitting there. He gets one onto Grims from ladder room. Gets traded out quite quickly there by Maniac. But 2v4 now, and Zin still left alive with that AWP. Bomb is now moving towards Palace, towards the A side. And look, this is very slow and patient CS here from XTC. The rushes haven't been working for them, and they're trying something different. Looks like that is working. Casimir gets tagged down. He's also low now, 29 HP. Can Maniac and Casimir go down? That is the first round picked up here for XTC Reborn. 7th round is here.
Yeah, XTC just taking it slow, as you said, and they're just respecting the fact that WRG did win those first 3 rounds with 4 players. So they know that these players are heavy hitters. They know they're insane fraggers. And they just want to take their time, make sure they don't lose. You know, you don't want to lose the economy. You don't want to lose any bodies. You don't want to lose any rifles. So just take your time. Yeah. Check all those corners and make sure you get the bomb down and win that round. Well, they didn't need to get the bomb down because they found the 2 frags, but just taking it slow and just respecting the teams here. But Viking, he finds a push as Casimir tries to push up through mid, and unfortunately just not paying off for him. Viking was there waiting and takes him down. And now another slow play here from the terrorist. Just minding their time, but Maniac, he might find one. There we go. Sees, picks himself up an AK. Will he find the second? He does. He sprays down Zin. That is top mid AWP down, and he has an idea where Mike is. He heard him push into ladder room, so this could prove dangerous. White Rabbit Gaming, 3 vs 3. A rifle in the hands of Maniac. So anything's possible. And Light is still alive, and when Light's alive, he counts as 2 players. Now Mayak, he's timed down to 10 HP, and the calls come in. Zea's going to try to find this frag. Try to get another rifle in the hands and see if they can clutch this round away from XTC. Unfortunately, Recoil, if they take this away from XTC, the economy's not looking great, so this could end up being dangerous.
Yeah, it could. Zio with a nice one tap there. Gets the tag down. Maniac going big. That's his third of the his third of the round there. Now, just Spaz left alive. Zio and Maniac have AKs in hand. They do have the armor to work with as well. So this Spaz needs to isolate 2 1v1s here if he looks to win this round. That flash does come through. Great flash there. Gets tagged down. Only a little bit though. Gonna get caught from behind as Maniac pushes up, and that's the 6th there for WRG. And XTC, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be able to buy at least for the next round, and probably the round after that. So they still have something to work with, but unfortunately their round loss bonus has been reset now because they won one and then lost the next one thereafter. So unfortunately for them, that's been reset now. And WRG though, they're looking in prime position to take this quite convincingly. The first half at least, being 5 rounds up already.
Yeah, definitely. And before we joined up, Recoil, we were discussing about the 2 teams, and we were trying to mention, who do we think was going to take this? And we're a little bit worried about White Rabbit Gaming because their lineup has changed recently. So it's nice to see that they're still in top form. Obviously, been training a lot during this quiet period, and it's starting to pay off here. Both teams were just in a BO3 previously. We're not sure how the results went for that, but both teams should be extremely warmed up. So we're seeing them at their peak right now. They've already hit 3 maps. Well, 2 maps each, I think. I think it went both 2-0 if we look at the time scale. So they should be warmed up. They should be hitting their 90 shots. They should be hitting, all those pre-fire angles. So we should be seeing 2 teams right now on top form, and no excuses of they're not warmed up yet. This here, there's 2 teams ready for battle, and it does look like White Rabbit Gaming might take this. Recoil 6-1. First 3 rounds, 4 players only. Next three rounds, full lineup. Match pause now, waiting for one more player to join, as we do seem to have some technical issues, but should be an interesting game. Do you think things will change when XTC change over to CT?
I think so. I mean, look, Mirage is one of those maps where you have to funnel into sight. Unless there isn't a very wide area to get onto site, so it makes it a bit tough. But if you have your smoke executes down, which we haven't seen XTC do yet, they didn't get all 3 smokes down on A site. They didn't do the wall of smokes to try and get the bomb plant down. They haven't done any set executes. They've just been trying to rely on their aim, which hasn't been working because, as we've seen, Light has gone mental. He's already got 12 rounds. 12 kills rather. Maniac's already got 10, and we're only the 7th round in. So if we have a look at that, then XTC, they've got a road to climb. I think they need to. They tried to slow play WRG, which I think was the right call to make, and they won the round. They quite convincingly, actually. They got the pickoffs on the WRG players getting aggressive, namely Casimir, and once they got that, then the round opened up for them. They then the next round tried to do the same thing where we saw Mayak move to ETHEREUM again, but unfortunately for XTC, WRG read it like a book, and that was all on Maniac getting those insane. He got 3 frags, 1 with the pistol, gets the AK, gets the second one almost immediately on the AWPer. You don't see that every day. So I think this is just a bit of individual performance coming out here from WRG, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, but the issue is, as you say, they're trying to take those 1v1s, trying to hit those aim jewels, and they're losing them. But when they throw those smokes down, even like when you saw mid, they threw a smoke down, and then you had a player waiting from the CT side with a CZ. As the player pushed through smoke, he gets a kill, he gets that AK, and then he finds himself another frag. He took down Zin straight after he picked up that AK. So even though when they're using some smoke, some strats coming out, getting those smokes down, we still have WRG just waiting there with those close range pistols or those rifles and just still shutting them down. So I think they're going to have to go in and try and do a little bit more brute force, try go 5v5 or 5v2 whoever's on site, and just try push it on, get those 2 frags or get the refrags and then get the bomb down and set up for a retake. Because even the set strats right now are just not paying off. WRG just looking way too strong. And we also have to note, Recoil, that the knife round was also 4 vs 5, and WRG won that to choose CT sides. So
yes,
very interesting.
Well, it looks like WRG, they're playing, as I said, it's a nice individual performance here from Maniac and Light. And Zio as well, not to take anything away from him, if he can also fire, when he fires on all cylinders, this team is very potent, or can be very potent. So we still see Zio still on 2 frags, but I think that's just more par for the course that Light and Maniac are taking all of the kills. But here we go, back into it, and looks like we still have that 5th player missing from WRG. Now, Mollies do come down into connector to try and force Zio out of position. Mayak, he's going to push through connector here, and Zio waits for him, gets the headshot there. Tries to get the 2nd spread, nobody there, but now XTC, they're on A side. But Grems, he's waiting there for them. There's the 2nd for him. Spaz finally trades out. Gets one through smoke. Headshot. Hello. And Bomb is going to be allowed to go down. So, well played there by Spaz. Zio now flashed on that stairs position. That's 2 already for Spaz.
Yeah, as I said, you got to push onto side, get those frags, and get it for that retake. So that's what they did over here. They pushed on, they lost 2 players, but they got the refrags, and they were able to get the bomb down. Now they just got to hold for that retake. 2 versus 1. They know where Zio is. Bomb is down, it's ticking away, and Zio, he needs to try and find a frag quickly, but he's only in a 1v1 at the moment. He doesn't know where the 2nd player is, and Crick, he white peaks, he finds the frag. Zio goes down in another round in the hands of XTC. It was 4 versus 5, but as we said, they need to change things up. They need to push on site, try get those first 2 players down, get the bomb down away for the retake, and that worked perfectly.
Yeah, it did, and I mean, this puts WRG in a bit of an awkward position buy-wise. We have a Zeus picked up by Light. I mean, what more can you ask for? Zeus kill in a game where you 4v5. It's going to be interesting. Full AK Arsenal here for XTC. And now the bomb is moving towards B. They're going to find an empty site here. They realize it quickly enough. Here comes the smokes. Mollies do come out, but they're executing onto an empty site. And this is what WRG, this is what I want to see them doing, especially that they're man down. Play stack on the site, and then play a retake for the other one. It's a lot easier in that respect, other than losing a man very early or losing 2 men very early, just because you've spread your defenses a bit wide.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like WRG is even going to try to retake this. They know they're a man down. They're gonna wait all the time they can take, and just try to see if their player can come back in. But also just the economy. They got 2 M4s and 2 Deagles, so they wait around.
Yeah.
Get M4s in the hands of the last 2 players, and they know they need those rifles. They need that utility to be able to take a 5-stack team when you're 1 man down. So this could be a case of delaying some time, waiting for your player to come through. And it could also be just playing that economy game and just making sure that you have the rifles and utility to take back these rounds, because they're 6 up. So they lose a round right now and they save a bit of money, not a problem. But Light, he gets taken down. Luckily, that's only a Deagle, so that could have been worse. If one of the M4s went down, we'd be having a seriously bad situation here. But it was only a Deagle that went down, and here comes another possible save from WRG. Still waiting for their 5th player to come back. Things could escalate.
Yeah, and they could, definitely, but we're going to see again, XTC, they're on a full buy of AKs, no AWP picked up. I think that it's just, obviously, they didn't lose anyone, so you don't want to throw away an AK for an AWP. But we do see a heavy mid control, and for those of you who are new, Mirage is all about that mid control. You use most of your utility trying to take mid, just because it gives you an easy split onto either A or B. It cuts off that, especially on B side, where you have to funnel into 1 choke point. It allows you for more open entry onto side, and this is Mayak just going big. There's the 2nd for him. Crick picks up 1, and that leaves Zio left on 8 HP, and he's just going to try and his best to save that M4, but he is holding this kitchen position, or market as people like to call it, and XTC are going to be on the full hunt. They're going to go onto B side though.
Yeah, XTC going to B side. Zayo, though, he only has 8 HP and M4, so he's going to go in for a save here. He is holding an aggressive angle. He might find a bit of trouble here soon. But there we go. He has come double peek and he gets taken down. Zin, though, takes down Zayo. No rifle saved. 6-4. BO1 on Mirage. This is ESEA. White Rabbit Gaming versus XTC. And still no 5th player. So, but economy's there, though. They have enough to scrounge around a buy.
Yeah.
So we could see a full buy-in. Utilities coming out here. And if they lose this one, then again, they have to go on a save. So this is a problem with being a player down. You can't really push up those force buys. You can't afford it. You have to wait for the economy to come through. You have to wait to get those rifles and that utility. And once you start losing that game, you're going to have a bit of an issue. T side though, XTC definitely favored if there's a man down. If Rabbit Gaming were on T side, then they'll feel a lot more comfortable and all that. So I think them getting 6 rounds very early on can benefit them, because when they start hitting T side, then they can be a bit more aggressive. They can push the side with a full 4 stack, and then they could change the game around. So doesn't really matter right now if they lose all these rounds. Anything they get from now is bonus, considering their man deficit. But they would obviously want to scrounge around at least 1 or 2 more rounds here.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you want to see at least 6, 7 rounds. Obviously, everything above that, as you say, is Christmas for them. But Light, he's gonna get that AWP and tag Spaz down. But this is now XTC. They're gonna push straight onto this A side, and Mollies do come down, trying to keep them at bay. Viking, he's gonna go inside, find first contact onto Maniac, gets the headshot. Nice spray there from him. And now Bomb is gonna go down. Zio, he's pushed through smoke. He's gonna find Zen on very low HP. Is he going to get caught up by the timing? No, he doesn't. Light gets one from the back. He's going to start the defuse, but he doesn't know that there's a play in Palace. Light, he's there to save Zio. And now T-Ramp, Light again with the AWP making work there. Getting 3 for himself. Can he get the 4th here? Start defusing. Oh no, Kobe comes out. Now 1v1 and Viking. He's going to look to just wait, and Zio, oh Light, he gets taken down, and that is 5-6. XTC take another round, and I think, yeah, that's four for them in a row now. Very well played to them, but the economy growth is just getting stronger and stronger. 2 of their players won 12k before the bar, 2 were above 10k, and we see WRG scrounging around for another bar here.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job getting onto side then, getting all the players down -1, so you know, that was a very close round. Unfortunately, that Kobe came in at the right time. Well, fortunately, I should say, for XTC, as they do need a lot more rounds on the board, so 6-5. Everything's looking like it's going to even out soon. But WRG still waiting for the 5th. Oh, there we go. Casimir, he's back in. So we 5 vs 5, recall. Next round, things should start getting interesting. We do have a deagle in his hands, so obviously he was managed to scrounge around a little bit of a buy before things got dangerous. And here we go, Light. He's going to find a nice pick there onto Mayak. So that is mid presence down. 3 left. And as soon as WRG find their 5th player, they start taking rounds back. And 5 vs 3 right now. Zio, maybe he'll drop that M4 for Casimir, as he is low. He's on 7 HP. But Bomb sitting around ramp, they're not really sure what to do. They're taking this slow. They need to try and find an opening pick before they get onto site and get that bomb down. Yeah. CTs though, looking very comfortable. 5 players alive. All the information is up for grabs.
Yeah, I think this is good here from XTC. They want to force out some mistakes from WRG and just get one of their players over-rotating, or maybe getting too confident, pushing out of sight, getting a pick-off, and it's going to make their life a lot easier going into the end parts of this round. But here we go, XTC, they're coming onto side, double stack there in CT. They're not going to expect that one. Grems and Zio, nade there will be perfect, but Bomb, that's going to go down. Pretty much uncontested here until Viking, he's going to find the boost and doesn't get one, but Spaz is there to trade out. He gets one. He'll get Zio here as well. He's low. There we go, through the wall and gets taken down. Maniac, he gets another 2 there. So gets the AWP back as well. And that is the 7th round here for WRG. They're just holding CT. Well, now that they have Casimir back, they're holding CT very strong.
Yeah, I mean, XTC, right, they're on T side, so 5 rounds, 1 more round to get what you're looking for, so not too bad, they can find that. WRG, obviously glad to have their 5th player back, and I think they held pretty strong considering they played the time, they played the rounds, they knew they had to wait for him to come back, and they just waited, delayed all the rounds and just made sure that they had enough time left to play here. So they still got a couple rounds to go for this half, and both teams looking in a right position to take this game. We can't really say right now what's going to happen, but WRG, considering they were man down, definitely look like the stronger team. And Light, he's already found one in mid, and he gets taken out by Spaz. So there we go, mid has opened up. 3 vs 3. We have Grems on site, he gets taken out by Crick, and now Bomb is still towards T spawn, so someone needs to go and recover it. Maniac though, he is sitting on Cat, and he is waiting for the connector push. Spaz, that is a nice flank position. Get boosted up into snipers, waits for them to come through vents, and now they have a side all to themselves. Maniac 1 vs 3. Surely he's going to go into save, because the economy is not great for the CTs considering they were 4 vs 5 up until now, and Bomb should get planted onto A without any issues.
Yeah, Bomb will go down here, and I think this is just Maniac. He's going to retreat. He looks like he actually wants to go for this. He's pushing up Cat Waiting for that bomb to go down. Maybe just waiting for some exit. But Spaz, he's going to wait there. As soon as Maniac pushes up here, he's going to find the crosshair of Spaz. And he's pushing through connector now. Maniac 1v3. Can he do it? Nope. Spaz waiting there. Headshot straight as he walks out to connector. And that is the 6th round there for XTC. And they're playing well. I mean, considering that they've been up and they're on the T side. 2 more rounds left on the half. Let's see if White Rabbit Gaming, they're going to save this one. Actually, no, they're going to force buy. A couple of pistol armor comes out, CZs, Deagles. Let's see what they can do. And that Zeus on light. I want to see him like bunny hop straight up mid and just tase the person trying to AWP him.
That's not going to happen. This is CSGO. But there we go. Zero does Deagle Zin down. So now Viking, he tries to get this retake. There we go. Viking finds the retake. So 1 apiece. But WRG, they come back strong. Casimir with the degazzle takes Mayak. So I did question the buy. I was going to ask you, do you think this is a good idea that they bought up? But it's looking good so far. But Crick, he responds. He takes down Light. Light, heavy hitter for his team. And he goes down. So 3 vs 3. 2 rifles picked up here by WRG. 3 rifles in the hands of XTC. So we have a round on our hands, Recoil. I thought thought that forced buy up was not a good idea, but they're proving me wrong.
Yeah, they are definitely. I mean, I was questioning it myself, but here we go. Grems with the CZ, easy, and takes down Crick. Now 2v3. Crick's going to be, Grems rather is going to be able to retrieve another weapon. So that's great economy gain here. Unfortunately, it's the second to last round, so it's not going to help them that much. But at least they're going to go into this last round with a couple of rifles if they stay alive. But Spaz is going to have something to say. Him and Viking here. Now we're going to go onto side, make it a 2v2. And the rotations do come in. Maniac, he's going to come back to side here. Casimir, he's getting caught out connected. No, spray transfer over to
through the box.
Maniac gets taken down through the box. Viking says, or Casimir says hello. And that is now 1v1. Both players on relatively high HP. 1 headshot here. Both AKs will do the job here. Casimir on Spaz. See here. Oh, Spaz rotates around the left side of that box. Takes out Casimir. And now we have a tied game on our hands, ISO.
Was it right or left, Recoil? I couldn't quite decipher. Anyway, they won the round there, though. 4 players went down. So WRG is just making sure every time they come into a full save or a force buy up, they're just destroying XTC. They're making sure they're at least getting 4 players down. So good job by them. Just shows how strong they are. And here we go. Last round come out. We do have 2 CZs. And I think we're going to have a discussion about these CZs at some point, Recoil. Maybe at halftime about a little bit of a nerf coming out. But Light, he's pushed all the way up. He has Mayak in his sights. He knows where he is. Maniac's there to close up. And Maniac gets there with the CZ. We need to talk about this, Recoil. CZs are just way too damn strong. Gaben comes in, he nerfs everything, but besides the CZ, and there we go. Crick, he finds one. We have players falling left, right, and center. 3 apiece. Bomb is on B site, so they should be able to plant this, and then they have to set up for that anti-retake. And now Spaz, he's in a good position to take down Maniac. Maniac gets taken down. He's the only one with the rifle. Now we have a Deagle and CZ versus 3 XTC players. Bomb down, time running out. And will they be able to take this? Last round and a half. Another CZ kill, Recoil. Crick goes down to a CZ headshot. Spaz, he's still holding the flank. Unfortunately, he can't see what we can see, so there's no flank position coming through, but I think the call has come in. Graham's down to 19 HP. There we go. 1 vs 2, and he goes down. So Zin takes on the last 2 players, and another round in the favor of XTC. So we have 8 on the side of XTC going to CT side, so they're going to feel very happy about that. And White Rabbit Gaming, they have 7 rounds. Considering where they started, both teams should be feeling very comfortable right now going to this, and slightly favored towards WRG, I think.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here. We see WRG on the T side now. I mean, I want to see what they do. I want to see these executes come out. I want to see if XCC can put up a great defense like WRG did. I mean, getting 7 rounds, making it that close on CT side, you've done a great job.
Yeah, definitely. And we still got a lot of game in here. This is a BO1 for Esea. White Rabbit Gaming versus XTC. We're going straight into the second half, it seems. Bomb from the terrace. Making his way towards, looks like A site. 2 in Palace. Well, 3 in Palace. 2 ramp.
Yeah.
Look like we're going to have a bit of a Palace waterfall rush here. Crick. He's unders. He's going to be waiting for this. It's up to him to get a couple of headshots. Surely he can hear these players. Call's going to come in. Rotate's going to come in. Maniac, though. Jumping onto stairs, he gets taken down. Maniac takes down Maniac. And Crick, he also finds one. So CT is looking very strong right here. There we go. Another kill for Mayak. Second kill there for Mayak. And now 1 left. Light, verse 4. He has a dream, but I don't think it's going to come true. And he gets taken down. Zin with the headshot onto Light. Not as strong as his first pistol round. Maybe they needed only 4 players. Maybe they should have kicked Casimir just to get the first 3 pistol rounds. I'm not sure. But first round, they're going to XTC on the CT side.
They did a great, XTC did a great job there. The rotates came in just in time. The execution was a bit off from WRG, I feel, but look, still a lot of game left in them. And here we go, 4 Deagles picked up, 1 CZ, and 4 armor from WRG. See if they can do anything with it. Bomb is in mid, it's going to be shown, so let's see a couple of rotates come through. The Deagle, is it going to work? Yes, Zio gets the headshot there onto Mayak. That's going to be a bit disappointing there. That's the mid control being taken. Smokes do come out. Oh, that timing though. Almost gets the kill, but Grims, he's going to get taken down to 5 HP. Or 9 HP rather. It might as well be 5. Either one tap by any of these weapons will kill you. And there we go. Light with another one. He gets the 1 dig there as well. 3 players so low. This P90 is going to do a lot of work against these low HP players. Already Light going down. And yeah, full rotate now out for XTC. And Crick, he's going to find another one with this P90. And then he's holding the rotate. Grims would have found something, but Zin just seems to know. No timing, unfortunately. Doesn't get taken down though. Grims could have
capitalized on that. But there we go. Crick, he takes down Maniac. And Crick, he takes down second one 0. I'm not sure what's up with the sound issues. We have a little bit of delay from that P90. But it is definitely server-sided on our side. But we do have Grims. 9 HP in a dream, but he gets taken down again by that P90. As you said, it was going to do great work shredding low HP players. So was that the ace for him?
Yeah, he got the ace there with the P90.
I mean, does an ace count with the P90? I'm not really sure. I mean,
I feel like it shouldn't.
I don't think it does. I feel like we could. I think it's up to us, and I don't think it does. P90 ace 2018. I mean, he got the round, but moving into the next round, 10-7 to XTC. Full pistol save coming out now, so after this, rifle bars will come out and the real game will start. Looks like T's are making the move towards apartments. They want to make sure they get the bomb down and get a little bit of economy so they can get all that utility going into the next round. The first buy round of this half. Yeah,
and the one flash on Maniac, they're gonna go out now, and the nade comes through, does a lot of damage to this WRG lineup, and they are now on site. There's Crick with the M4, getting 1, getting 2, getting 3. Spaz with the P90 chimes in as well, and now it's just Light left 1, and Zin will clean that up. Quite a clean round there, almost perfect. If Crick didn't take a little bit of damage, it would have been a perfect round out from XTC Reborn. But now the full buy round, as you say, the real game starts here. Can XTC defend against the fully bought up WRG lineup?
We'll have to wait and see, Recoil. We can only speculate at this point. I think WRG is going to take this, but well, we can only speculate. They're looking very strong on their CT side, but XTC looking just as strong right now on their CT side. Mirage being CT favored, so anything could happen. Bomb taking a little bit slower, just sitting in spawn, making his way towards TV room, it seems. And we're going to have Crick. He's going to have to defend this. They are favoring B site a lot. There's a smoke. Just making sure the players can't see each other right now. They don't have the X-ray like we do, so they won't be able to see this lineup. But there is a double stack towards apps. Do it. Do you want to spam through there?
Just spam. There we go. There's the kill through smoke. Gets the second. No, gets taken down. Maniac gets that one onto Crick through smoke. The spam does come through, seeing those traces. There we go. Zio picks up a second. That is now B side open. Bomb should go down. Rotates are coming in thick and fast though from XTC. And 4v3 now. We have Casimir. He's going to get caught out. Unfortunately, jumping up there. Doesn't get killed. Can he trade out? No. Takes Mayak down, but Mayak says, you're low. There's your head. I'll take it off. And Zio now. Light. Oh no. Zin takes out. And that is a great retake here from XTC. Light gets 1. Light gets 2. The second player is defusing. Is he going to get it? So close. No.
Light take the round.
3.
Split seconds on that bomb defuse. That is insane. Light is going big for his team. He finds the 4K in the beginning. He finds the 5K to make sure they stay alive on CT side. And then he comes big and clutches out 1 versus 3. And with split seconds left on the bomb, takes it for his team. Light sitting on 24 frags. Next player is Maniac on 14. On CT side, which is XTC, we have Crick on 20 frags. And next player on 16, which is Spaz. So... frags, roughly similar. These rounds have been close. As we said, when they go into these rounds, there's been 4 players dying each time, at least 3 to 4, which is very uncommon. But it does keep economy in check. And Mayak now, he's pushing up top mid. Is he going to expect Light? Light is going to peek here. Then we're going to have a battle. And there we go. Mayak, he takes down Light. So the heavy hitter, the raid boss for White Rubber Gaming is been taken down. And now they're going to feel a bit confident going to this next round. They know the heavy hitter's down. And they just want to make sure they can get a couple more rounds on the board before WRG claims all these rounds. And here we go. We got Bomb in Palace.
Yeah, Bomb's gonna push through Palace here. WRG just waiting for a pick, but Zin, he's gonna try and find something. Casimir with that scout has proven to be a bit deadly, and Zio comes charging out. He gets one. Grims replies with a second of his own. Now that is the A side open. 4v3 left on this retake here for XTC. Maniac with an insane peek onto Zin gets that kill. Now all of a sudden, 2 players left alive. Crick, he replies with one. Now Casimir, they've got a good idea where Crick is coming from, but Crick, he gets a second, doesn't lose any HP for his efforts. Zio getting a headshot there onto Spaz. Flashes does come out, and this is now all on Crick. Can he find the 2 players left on WRG? He knows now where Zio is. He hasn't got any information to tell him where Grems is. Now he does. Takes off the head of Grems. Zio left on 27 HP. The jump shot, he does take it with the headshot, Crick! And he's going to get the defuse. What is this?
Absolutely insane.
Jumping headshots.
These rounds just getting clutched left, right, and center. Crick and Light, just for their team, just getting these clutches. And that's absolutely insane. So I think each team right now just need to make sure their first priority is take down Light or take down Crick. Whoever does that first is going to win the round. But 12-8, BO1, XTC looking very comfortable. They have the economy. But even though if they lose this one, if they lose one round, then they'll be onto a pistol save. So the economy is not great, but it's good enough for another full buy here, considering they did lose 4 players. We do have pistols coming out for WRG, and we could see how dangerous they were with those deagles before. So anything could happen. A Palace push. 4 Palace, 1 ramp.
This is getting dangerous here for WRG, though. They're looking at a big round deficit here to catch up now. 5 rounds after this, because XTC are just ripping them apart with on this this round where they don't have any armor, anti-eco. And that is the 13th round now picked up for XTC. I mean, it's a bit, as I said, it's dangerous grounds here now for WRG. They're on the spy round. They need to win this. Otherwise, they're going to look at a 15-8 game before they're going to be able to buy again. And that's going to be unfortunate. Well, that's saying that if they lose the pistol after losing this. But hopefully, we do see WRG pick this round up, give us a little bit more of a close game.
Yeah. Buy rounds coming through. Whoever loses this one will struggle buying up fully in the next round. And I think that's nice what XTC did here. They made sure they kept those FAMASs. They didn't go buy up and get those M4s. You don't need to right now. They know utility is going to be a little bit low on WRG's side, so they're not going to worry about too many smokes and mollies.
Yeah.
And just try save that economy game, because these rounds have been very, very close. Just that last one where things just went a little bit differently, but that's what to be expected when pistol buys come out. And now...
It is. And I mean, we have WRG here. They've got 3 smokes left, and I wonder if they're going to do this these A smokes. They're leaving it a bit late, and we do have the bomb sitting on that T-ramp area. So either one of these smokes are going to be used to try and draw some rotates on the B side. As Casimir, he's there. He's going to try and pull some rotates by pushing onto Sideshare. He has to get 1 at least. And then there we go. Unfortunately, he just gets caught off guard there by Crick. None of these smokes being used here by WRG. I feel this is a bit, but nope. Zio doesn't matter. He's just going to walk and find 2. There we go. Smoke does come down. Flashes come out. Mayak, he's going to find Zio even while flashed. And the heads of Mayak and Spaz get ripped off by those AKs now. Crick, he's done this before. Maniac and Grems are very low, but Light is still left alive. And he's found 1 already, and look how defensively WRG are playing now. Crick doesn't get the tap there. Light wins that battle, and that is a very important round there for WRG to win. That's going to make sure that they're able to buy into this next round.
Yeah, definitely. Just making sure they can get those rifles in their hands. So, a nice round there by WRG. I thought XTC had a bit of advantage considering the lack of utility, but they didn't use that utility.
Yeah.
They just rushed on site, they got those picks, they got those headshot duels, and that's what we said in the first half. You know, WRG just have that slight advantage where they're just hitting these nutty shots a little bit more today. And CTs need to use utility just to stop them, just to help them, and just make sure that they cannot get taken out with those headshots, especially with the AK advantage. But now, CTs though in the favor. They've taken down Light, so Raid Boss Light has gone down. And now, they just need to hold. That's all they need to do. There's 4 vs 5. As soon as they get the information or see where the bomb is, then they can rotate and make sure they stop the bomb planter. But bomb is sitting towards T, so it does need to get recovered. We do have 3 Ts on A side currently. And will Zeo find another opening? There we go. Maniac, he finds one. Zindo returns. He takes down Maniac himself. Zeo, he needs to try and find this frag, and he does. He takes down Maniac. Will he take second one down? No, he won't. Spaz takes down Zaya. Now 2 vs 2. Spaz on 4 HP though, but we still have Crick alive, and we've seen what he's done so far. Smoke's going to come in, so finding some utility. And there we go. As I said, we've seen what Crick has done. Crick has taken down Grims. 2 vs 1. Spaz on 4 HP, so he needs to try and find the information. Try and find out where Casimir is. Bomb is down. Ooh, Molly coming through. There, unfortunately, I think we have made a mistake. Crix has made a bit of a noise, but he's taken down Casimir. So he's found Spaz. Crick, he's all the way on site, so I don't think Casimir knows. He might get caught unawares. He gets tagged down, but through the bot, Casimir takes down Crick. And that is the problem with having low HP and a spammable box.
Yep. You're going to get taken down through that box. I mean, needless, Casimir was on 6 HP, so the same thing could have happened to him. But WRG, they come up on top on that round, and that's going to put XCC on the first save round of this half. And we have a full complement of AKs except for Maniac on that Mac 10. And that's good in-game leading here from WRG because, well, Maniac, rather, he's the IGL here for WRG. And Casimir, he's going to run into a 4, but no, well, there we go. Quick 3 kills for WRG. That push gets shut down very quickly. The flash, not really on point, but now, Mayak, he's left on side. Zin, now the last one left. Kobe comes out. There we go. That's the kill. And 13-11 is the scoreline. XTC still in the lead. They're going to be able to buy up now. Unless they go on to another eco, yeah, just maybe make sure that they have some utility. They do have the rounds to work with. And WRG, they're looking stronger and stronger. Yep, the pistol save does come out. Or the pistol armor buy does come out, rather. Just to make sure that they can go into this next round with a little bit of utility. And not throwing a round away just on saving. And
yeah,
WRG, they're going to push onto A side here. Well, looks like it.
Grem's finding the first kill onto Vikings, so we're just using that AK. And our CTs are all falling apart. They do have pistols though, but Mayak with that CZ finding the head of Grem's. That's 2 T's down now, so 3 vs 2. Spaz though, he's on 18 HP. Zeo has his number, and he's coming calling. There we go. Zeo finds the kill, takes down Spaz through the wall. And we have 1 player left, Mayak. He's got that AK. Surely he's in a savior. 1 vs 3. You don't want to risk it. Bomb's already down. Make sure you keep that AK because Zeo bought up the last round. He full bought an MP9, so he went down to $0. So saving this AK, Mayak can drop it for Zeo, and then he can buy himself up a gun. But Mayak, please no, don't tell me you're gonna go in for this. Don't tell me you're gonna go for the 1 vs 3. Bomb is already almost ticked away, and you don't have a kit or head armor, so this is dangerous. He might try to find an exit, but he should not lose this rifle. Zeo needs it. There we go. Okay, call come in. IGL. Calmed him down and said get out of there, but he might find himself with Zeo. There we go. So unfortunately just get taken down.
Yeah, that AK is going to be saved. Nice thing is that he had that 100 vest, so he's going to just have that cheap 350 head armor to buy. And the AWP, double AWP setup, in fact, here from XCC comes out. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, ISO, but it's maybe the second time this game we've seen AWPs being picked up.
Yeah, there haven't been that many AWPs coming through, which is very strange on Mirage. You want to get that AWP presence in mid. We did see Zin get it for 2 rounds early on when they were on T side, but this is the first time. Light had it as well recently, so Light also picked himself up in AWP. But here we go. We have double AWP set up on Mirage from the CTs. Mayak holding mid, and he finds one through the smoke. Grim. That's what happens when you push 3 Ts up through top mid. And oh, Zin, he finds the AWP of himself, but Zeo, he's got the headshot there, so 1 apiece. Now we have a 3 versus 4. Still on the AWP with the hands of Mayak. He's holding onto a site with Zeo though. He's gonna get taken down with the AWP. So AWP's paying off dividend here now. And a nice spray down. That's a pre-fire there from Viking. He obviously heard the footsteps. Bomb down on A site. Last player, which is Casimir. He's a mid. He's got an AK. 1 versus 4. 1 minute on the clock. So he's got some time to work here. But he gets taken down by Viking. Viking connector takes down 2 players.
Yeah, very well played. He was strong in that position, but the double AWP setup paying off dividends there for XTC. Zin unfortunately being taken down by a great headshot from Zeo. And now the AWP does get retrieved. Light's gonna find himself, well, sorry, the AWP doesn't get retrieved because they lost a round, but Light's gonna find himself with the AWP now. He's gonna take that battle in mid and see if he can win this. Molly does come out. Mac versus Light here already. Zin finds himself on low HP. And let's see, the bomb is close on mid here, so this is just WRG trying to fight for mid control.
That's a bit of a waste of a molly. He throws it into the smoke, trying to help his player Viking. But nonetheless, Viking does manage to escape. Zayo, he's on A ramp. He's trying to find some sort of pick. T's right now just playing very passive, seeing if they can find an opening. As soon as they get that opening, then they can burst into sight and get the bomb down. But we do have a player low. That's Zin, 19 HP. Spaz looking around. Zin, he does find a frag though. He was on 19 HP. He finds a frag. Light though, with that AWP, takes down Spaz, top mid. And Casimir now, he's looking towards B. He wants to try to find a pick here. Bomb is making his way towards B apartments. So if they find this pick, a broken wall, then they'll be able to plant. Crick though, heavy hitter.
Yeah.
A little bit of an off position. He should spot this, but never mind. Casimir, he finds them. He's 5 and 5 HP. He finds a headshot of Crick and Grahams. He finds Vikings. So 3 versus 2 right now. Bomb surely should go down, and Light, second AWP of the round. And there we go. Zin 1 versus 2. Bomb down, and Zin on 19 HP. He's found 2 frags sitting on 19 HP. But I don't think he'll be able to find these last 2. So this should go to WRG in a very close game indeed.
Yeah, this game, the latter half of this game, or actually the whole game has been very close. So very well played to these 2 teams. And now Zin, he's gonna try and find, or wants to try and find the save on this AK. I mean, especially if you look at the economy here of XTC, it doesn't look great. They're going to be able to buy, but you're not going to see the utility that you would like to see on the CT side. So him saving this AK will let him do that, especially on that A side where you want the 2 smokes and the mollies to block off the Ts from rushing the A ramp or pushing out of Palace quite quickly. So very well played there. WRG, they pick up the 13th round. This is getting quite close here, and I said it was getting to dangerous territory on the 8th round where WRG needed to win. They did win. Won 4 rounds in a row. XTC managed to pick up 1 after that, and we do see another full buy up here from both teams. Fortunately, we have Zin on that. Hamas trading out, dropping one of his teammates, the AK. We got this all presence here from Light. He's been doing wonders with it in mid. Double up setup here from WRG. Casimir, he tries to find the pick. Unfortunately, just misses on to Zin, who's playing on the stairs there. Or Viking, rather, playing on the stairs. Flashes do come out. Many peeks wide, gets taken down. Mayak, Viking, they're going to hold that side strong. That is now 3v4 quite quickly here. And this is the disadvantage to White Rabbit Gaming. They don't want to lose this. Or we might actually see overtime here.
You never know. It could happen, but Light's still alive. He has an AWP in his hands. 1 versus 4. Can he do it again? Well, 2 versus 4, sorry. But I mean, he did get a 4K and an ace earlier. But Zin, he takes down Zayo. So now we're in a 1 versus 4. But Spaz, he takes down Light with a nice headshot. And this is going to get to match point. XTC taking it to 15. So White Rabbit Gaming need to find 2 more rounds. Otherwise, they're going to lose this BO1 on ESEA. XTC,
yeah,
they just need to hold this. They have the full utilities. We got a whole array of mollies and smokes coming through. And I just want to mention, recall, Zayo.
Yeah.
You know, he's top of the leaderboard there, 17 frags. Light should be at the top, he's got 28, but he's a man after my own heart. You know, he's a really good bomb planter for his team. And, you know, it really is very important role. So it's nice to see that the bomb
Are you trying to justify you not being able to get frags?
I don't have to justify anything. I'm a great bomb planter, and it's nice to see that it's getting recognized here on ECA as well. Zayo, man after my own heart. We should have a chat sometime. But anyway, Bomb making his way towards apartments. We have Zeo getting tagged down. He does have that deagle. Crick finding the first kill onto Grims. So now there comes Hold. And this is dangerous because we got 2 players down already, 3 players down already. 2 versus 5, 1 versus 5. And this looks like it's going to go XTC's way. Last player is Zeo. He's all the way on A site though. He has a deagle and 60 HP. And will he find the frag? No, he won't. That is it. 16-13 in the favor of XTC. That was an insanely close game. It could have gone either way. Rico,
that was very
thoughts?
close. Yeah, that was very close. It's nice to see, you know, that's what we like to see in South African CS. Close games. If that was a BO3, I think we would have seen 3 maps and we would have had an even closer series. Unfortunately, WRG having some issues there in the beginning, not too sure what in terms of connection and them having to start the game 4v5. I think if they had 5v5, the whole game would have been a different story because they did lose 2 rounds. And the game did end 16-13, so we could have seen overtime maybe, but unfortunately that's the way the cookie crumbles. And yeah, very well played to XTC. It's nice to see teams holding tight on CT and not just relying on their terrorists half to win them games.
Yeah, exactly. But we do need to make note that WRG did start off with 4v5. It didn't hinder them in the beginning for the pistol round because they won those out convincingly. But as soon as they hit the sixth round, they could just not scrape any more rounds together. And if they had a fifth player, things could have changed. But that doesn't take anything away from XTC. They played exceptionally well. Crick went mental. He was absolutely insane. So good job there to carry. He was on, I think he was on actually a 30 bomb. 29 or 30 bomb towards the end there.
He got 30 at the end there. Closing that game off, he got 30, which is nice. He played very well.
Yeah, and then obviously we had Light, who was doing exceptionally well as well for WRG, just keeping them alive in the beginning there as they were 1 man down. So that was the Esea, BO1. That was WRG versus XTC, White Rabbit Gaming. And XTC taking that with just by the skin of their teeth. That was so close. That was right up to there.
It was close rounds as well. Like if you look at the whole game in general, I think most of the rounds ended with either 1 or 2 players alive from both teams, depending on who won the round. So close rounds like that is very tough to call. And all came down to Crick. I feel man of the match for me. Those clutches came out thick and fast, and I think he won his team there. The couple of close rounds where the 1v3 that he won, I mean, he won 2 1v2s as well, which is really great to see. Very, very good player. So very well played. And yeah well played to XTC.
Definitely. Anyone in chat have any questions for us, you can drop them now and we'll answer them for you. If you guys enjoyed the stream, and thank you obviously for coming to support it, just please make sure you hit that sub or that follow on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're watching, and just make sure that you help us grow and you keep coming back, because we obviously do this out of our free time. The more support we get, the more we can keep doing this. So thank you guys for coming to watch. That is going to be us for today, unless there's some questions coming through. If not, we'll be off. No normal stream tonight. We're just going to take it easy, and we'll be back next week with some more CSGO. Recall. We need to find some more games. Oh,
yeah, we do. And I mean, these XTC or these BO1s are very exciting to watch. I love casting BO1s. I think they're super exciting. Either of the 2 teams can take it. It just depends on who's better on the day, because you generally have a set map, and yeah,
definitely. So Zanos, why are South African teams so strong on T side but not as strong on CT? That's a very good question, and I don't think there's any real answer to it. I mean, we say often in the cast that the T side is always stronger for South African players. Yeah. And I'm not sure if that's because South Africans spend a hell of a lot of time just on aim maps and they're just getting those insane headshot entry frags, or if South Africans just like playing with the refrags where they just... I think as South Africans, we always push at least 4 to a site, or 3, or 5 to a site. You lose 1 or 2 players, but then the rest of the players are there for the refrags. So you get the side straight away, and then you got to play that retake. I'm not sure if our CT side, maybe utilities are just not as good. Maybe we're not spending enough time working out a utility, because often you'll have 2 players throwing a smoke at the same place, or you throw a smoke and then you waste a molly by throwing a molly in the smoke, as we saw tonight. So maybe what South Africans need to do is just spend a little bit more time just trying to synchronize their utility. Throw that smoke down. When the smoke is about to vanish, then throw down your molly, or throw down another smoke, and just try to delay that time. Also, what South Africans do a lot, which I've noticed, is you run into a site, you throw down a smoke, and then you're like, cool, my smoke's down. But I mean, it takes 10 seconds or, a couple seconds, more seconds than that before the T's actually even get there. So delay by 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So you have 10 seconds and then you have the amount of time the smoke is down, and then you throw a second smoke or a molly, and then you just try clutch the clock down as long as possible. So, yeah, I'm not sure. What is your thoughts on that, Recoil?
I mean, I feel that a lot of South African teams, I mean, we see it very often where you have one or two players going massive in a game, and those are generally the entry fraggers on T side getting all the kills. And I mean, the other day when we were casting Omnius versus Pixel Hunters had their two entry fraggers, so many kills, and they pretty much won the game on the T side because they went through the T side just getting those entries. And once a T terrorists have a side, especially if they don't lose their entry fraggers, and they have generally 5 left alive, it's a lot for CTs to try and take that 3v5. So I think that's why I feel South African teams are a lot stronger. But yeah, it all depends. I saw you had some very good points as well, and I don't want to repeat anything, but that's for me is one of the main reasons where you have a lot of teams rely on their entry fraggers to get the frags and win them their T-side games or T-side halves.
Yeah, for sure. Very good question, indeed. And I think another topic that we should maybe discuss off stream and then discuss before we go into our next casting is, the CZs. Like, are they overpowered? Are they not overpowered? A topic for another time. We'll discuss this, but I think it's definitely a topic we need to think about. Zane with another question though. Any thoughts on Bravado heading to NA to compete there?
That's a bit of a weird one at the moment because, as we saw, I think BVD just qualified for an offline event, so they're making it into the events. But me and Isa were having a chat about it last week, or I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where they don't have enough time to adjust. Because the meta in South Africa compared to the meta around the world is two very different things. So you need to first adjust the meta, then find, your strat book, try work around that meta. And if you're not doing that, then you're not going to win games. So I feel, great for them. They're doing great work out there. Best, one of the best, or the best South African team, apart from Energy. The two teams are very closely matched. And it's great to see a South African team out there competing in the NA and doing well.
Yeah, I think we did discuss this a little bit before as well. Like, the whole point of Bravado going over, from a marketing perspective, is it shows South African brands that, listen, we can put some money into South African esport teams and they can go overseas and they can represent our brands and that kind of thing. Also for trying to get international sponsors, they can be like, hey, well, let's maybe sponsor a South African team and see if we can bring them over and see how well they can do. So from branding perspective, it's really great. I'm just slightly concerned about the South African CSGO scene, because now, as you said, Bravado's gone, so Energy automatically at the top. Do we have other teams that can compete against Energy right now? Because the last couple of years, as you said, it's been Bravado Energy, Bravado Energy, Bravado Energy.
Yeah.
Who is now going to be the new Bravado? Who's going to be able to step up to Energy, and will they actually be able to take a convincing win versus Energy, or win at all? Because if we start having a situation where it's only energy, then we're going to start seeing CSGO slightly die a little bit in South Africa. I'm going out on a limb here. I'm not sure where it's going to go. I'm just saying, from my perspective and my opinion, it could be a slight issue. Obviously, everyone likes to see Energy win. We all support Energy and Bravado, and we love to see the top players win. But do we have other teams that can compete with them and take... And when I say compete, obviously these teams compete and can get rounds. Obviously, I mean, that's no-brainer. But can they actually take a convincing win? Can they make it an exciting game for viewers and live events? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how the scene plays out. I mean, we're getting into the thick of it now. The season's just starting, but a lot of tournaments coming up. Ballistics, they're on the way already. We've been casting a couple of their games. ESEA is going to start. The season's going to start soon. We've got a couple of other tournaments coming up, so it's going to be interesting to see how the scene looks after that.
Yeah, so we'll just have to stay tuned and see, Recall. But I guess that's us done for today. We eat chips. Thanks for the kind words, sir. Any other questions before we wrap it up? All in all, Bravado going over though is a good thing for South Africa. Totally. Like, I fully support them going over. So I think there's just concerns or difference of what is going to change that we'll have to watch out for. But I don't think it's a negative thing. I think it's definitely, and I think for them as well, they were at the top of their game, so there was nowhere else for them to go. So them going overseas is a way for them to kind of prove themselves on a whole different platform and arena. So Recoil, Carteus have already won. But yeah, I think it is a good idea for them, and I think it'll be nice to see what they can do over there, and for us to support them. And we will try stream one of the games. It might be very late in the morning, but we might try stream and cast one of the games for them if they'll allow us. And we'll have a VOD up so people can have a watch. We do want to support Bravado as they're over there, and they are doing very well. They have won an array of games right now, so it's nice to see. We'll have to see how it all unfolds. Weird Chip says, I think Goliath / Big Five will step up.
Yeah, I mean that's the consensus in the community at the moment, right? Where you have those two teams who can compete, but the question is, will they? I mean, we've seen both teams playing very well. Recently, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't seen them play this year yet. I haven't got to catch any of their games, but I want to see how it leads up to, you know, LAN events and stuff this year. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll have to wait and see. I hope that we do. I hope the teams do step up just for South African CSGO. But I think South Africans as a whole are pushing quite hard at the moment with their CSGO. At the lower tiers, there's a bit of disheartening, as you know, the already established teams are very tough to compete against and to try and get that experience. But I think at the top level, those teams are pushing really, really hard to try and make sure that they can take on energy, because now there's an opening, there's a space. Bravado's gone. There needs to be a second place, chance for a first place, and all those teams want that. They want to be second in South Africa. They want to be second and first and try and be the next Bravado. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a wait and see game at this point. But yeah,
I got to get my lead back now. So I think that's it for us tonight. Rick, would you like to end it for us?
Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in, stayed to listen to us talk, stayed to watch the cast. If you guys want to listen to us more, see more of our castings that we do, you can follow the streams. Click that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Follow myself and IsoWolf on Twitter. I'm at RequelZA and at IsoWolf_TV, at ISO_WolfTV rather. And yeah, we'll keep in touch on social media, let you know when the next games are. We got some things coming up as well, some announcements to be made. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you. Over and out. We Chips, get your ass in CSGO to carry me to limb. Anyway, cheers, guys. We'll catch you at the next cast.